Good morning, students. So today we see one theorem on a symmetric matrix. As yesterday in the last class we have seen what are symmetric matrices and skew symmetric matrices, and today we prove one theorem on this, and also we see what are elementary transformations. Okay, so now the theorem is every square matrix can be expressed as the sum of the symmetric matrix and a skew-symmetric matrix in one and only one way. In this case, what we do, let A be any square matrix. Okay, so here what we have to show, if A is any square matrix, then A can be expressed as a sum of symmetric matrix plus sum of a skew symmetric matrix, or we can say that if A is any square matrix, then A is equal, we have to show that A is equal to B plus C such that B is a symmetric matrix and C is a skew symmetric matrix, right? So here what we do, we consider let B is equal to B is a matrix of the type 1 by 2 into A plus A dash, okay, and C is another matrix which is equal to 1 by 2 into A minus A dash. Then add these two, so B plus C is equal to 1 by 2 into A plus A dash plus 1 by 2 into A minus A dash. So here 1 by 2A plus 1 by 2A gives rise to plus A, and here 1 by 2A dash minus 1 by 2A dash cancels, so it's only A. Similarly B dash, now we want B dash, so B dash is equal to the 1 by 2 A plus A dash dash, okay, so 1 by 2 A plus A dash then dash, which is equal to 1 by 2 into, this can be written as A dash plus A dash of dash, okay, A dash of dash, which is equal to 1 by 2 into, this is A dash plus A dash of dash, that is transpose of a matrix is the matrix itself, so therefore it is A only, which is equal to 1 by 2 into A plus A dash. From this equation this is equal to B, so this is equal to B. So therefore what we get, B dash is equal to B. Now see here we have shown that A is equal to B plus C, okay, we have shown that A is equal to B plus C, and we have also shown that B dash is equal to B, means that by the definition of the symmetric matrix, a symmetric matrix is a matrix whose transpose is the matrix itself. So here B dash is equal to B means the transpose of B is again the B itself, so therefore B is a symmetric matrix. So we have shown that B is a symmetric matrix. Now it is left to prove only C dash, C is a skew symmetric matrix, right? So therefore again consider C dash, so C dash is nothing but C is 1 by 2 into A minus A dash. So now taking the transpose of this C, so C dash is equal to 1 by 2 into A minus A dash whole dash, okay, which is equal to 1 by 2 into, this is A dash minus A dash of dash, so which is 1 by 2 into A dash minus A dash of dash is again A, which is equal to, taking minus common, minus 1 by 2 into A minus A dash, which is equal to minus, this is nothing but C, so which is C. So therefore C dash is equal to minus C. That means by the definition of a skew symmetric matrix, a skew symmetric matrix is a matrix whose transpose is equal to minus the matrix itself. So therefore C dash is minus C. So therefore C is a skew symmetric matrix. So therefore we have shown that A can be expressed as a sum of symmetric matrix and a skew symmetric matrix. Next part is we have to show that it is the only one way of expressing, so that is, if suppose that A can be expressed as a sum of some other a symmetric matrix and a skew symmetric matrix, okay, if suppose that A can be expressed as a sum of symmetric matrix then and a skew symmetric matrix which is different from previous one, that is B plus C, okay, let us consider that if there exists some another representation of this matrix as a sum of symmetric and skew symmetric matrix, then it is, then this is again this is equal to what? B plus C, that we have to prove. If there exists some another matrix, then again this is equal to the same matrix, that is B plus C, we have to show. Okay, so now to prove that A is equal to P plus Q, now P is a symmetric matrix, so P dash is equal to P, and Q is a skew symmetric matrix, so Q dash is minus Q. So now A dash is equal to, now A is P plus Q, A dash is equal to P plus Q dash, which is P dash plus Q dash. Now P dash is equal to P, substitute here, and Q dash is equal to minus Q, substitute here, minus Q. Now add these two, A plus A dash. So A plus A dash gives this, A plus A dash means here A dash is P minus Q, A is P plus Q. So add these two, A plus A dash. So plus Q minus Q get cancelled. So P plus P gives 2P. Similarly A minus A dash. So A is P plus Q, A dash is P minus Q. A minus A dash means here plus P minus P get cancelled. Q minus of plus Q, that is 2Q. So A minus A dash is equal to 2Q. Now again from this equation, P is equal to 1 by 2 into A plus A dash. Now this 1 by 2 into A plus A dash is nothing but B. Okay, that is 1 by 2 into A plus A dash is nothing but B. So therefore this is equal to B. Similarly from this equation, okay, Q is 1 by 2 into A minus A dash. So 1 by 2 into A minus A dash is nothing but again C. So this is our assumption, that is C is equal to 1 by 2 into A minus A dash. So therefore this gives P plus Q, it gives B plus C. So therefore if there exists another representation, that is P plus Q, then P plus Q is same as B plus C. So therefore hence the theorem. Okay, so this is about the theorem. Next we prove elementary transformations. Elementary transformations. What are elementary transformations or operations? Okay, now see here, any one of the following operations on a matrix is called as elementary transformations. Elementary transformations. So what are those? The first one is interchange of two rows or two columns. If suppose that if any matrix A can be obtained by interchanging rows and columns, then it is also a elementary transformations. Okay, so interchange of two rows or two columns is elementary transformations. Next, second one is multiplication of row or column by a non-zero number k. Suppose if you multiply any row or any column by a constant, then it is also an elementary transformation. Okay, next, third one, addition of k times the elements of a row to the corresponding elements of other row, okay, where k not equal to 0. That means if you want to suppose if you want to multiply a row by a constant multiply a row by a constant, okay, that means multiply a row by a constant, and then after multiplication again this row is added to another row. This row is added to another row where k is not equal to 0. Okay, so this is the third elementary transformations. Now the addition of k times the jth row to the jith row is denoted by ri plus k rj. Suppose that if you want to multiply, suppose if you multiply a row by a constant say k, and if you add with another row, then this can be represented by this equation ri plus k rj. Okay, suppose if in a matrix there are three rows r1 r2 r3. Okay, if in a matrix there are three rows r1 r2 r3, if you multiply the row r3 with 2 and add this with r2, add with this R2. That means this can be represented by 2R3 plus R2. Okay, 2R3 plus R2. Similarly, if you want to multiply, if you multiply a row, similarly, if you multiply a row, if you multiply a row with, if you multiply another row with multiply another row with say R3 with some constant, other constant say 2, and add with R1, then it can be represented as 2R2 plus R1. Okay, like that, these are the elementary transformations. Okay, so now these are the examples of elementary transformations. So here one matrix is given, let I is equal to 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1. Okay, now operating R23 or C23 on I, we get the same elementary matrix. Now see here, operating R23 or C23 means we are interchanging R23 with C23, row and columns. So this 1 0 0, if I interchange this row with this first column, then again it gives the same matrix. Okay, like that, interchange of R2 and C2. Okay, next second is operating 5R2 or 5C2 on I, we get the same elementary matrix. We get the elementary matrix. So now here this is a matrix. Now operating 5R2 means this is R2. Okay, this is R2. Now see, this is R2. Okay, now I multiply this R2 with 5, then what happens? Then 5 into 0 0 0 5 0, so 0 5 0, next 0 0 1, all others are same. Okay, so this is a matrix obtained by multiplying R2 with 5. Next is operating R2 plus 4 R3 on I. R2 plus 4 R3 means what? So first multiply R3. So this is R3. So multiply this R3 with 4. What it gives? 0, 4 into 0, 0, 4 into 0, 0, 4 into 1, 4. Okay. So after multiplication, add with R2. Add with R2. So here I multiply this with 4. So 4 into 0, 0. Then add with R2. So 0 plus 0 is again 0. Okay. 0 plus 0 is again 0. Next, I multiply this with 4. 4 into 0, 0. 0 plus 1, 1. Next, I multiply this R3 with 4. 4 into 1, 4. Add with 0. So 4 plus 0 is 4. So 0, 1, 4. Next, the remaining rows are written as it is, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0. So this is R2 plus 4 R3. These are the elementary row transformations. Okay, so with this I conclude this session, and in the next class we see finding the inverse of a matrix by elementary row transformations or elementary column transformations. Okay, so thank you.